could play blank, blank, 182. Lay around the house and day drink till the afternoon. Thinking about the times that we had when this was all that we knew. When this song was still new, when this all was still new. We could play blank, blank, 182. Summertime nights that we had, staring at the moon. Laughing at our own jokes, acting like they were new. We'd only watch cartoons, but love and life is our tune. Oh, that we can never go back to this. And as we grow, we'll look back and miss all it. Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find lives of our very own. But we can play blank, blank, 182.
We could play blink, blink, 182. Drive around our cars and pretend that we never grew. Sneak out of the house every night. We were young and confused. We never made curfew. There was too much to do. We could play blink, blink, 182. Chasing all our drinks with Red Bull and Mountain Dew. Hangover so bad we would sleep until the morning was through. Yet start again cause we knew that there was nothing to lose.
We can never go back to this. And as we grow, we'll look back and miss all it. Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find lives of our very own. But we can play blank, blank, 182.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome to Myles Dyer Live. This is the last Wednesday of November 2023. Where has time gone? How have we got this far into the year? With just weeks left until it's 2024. Hope you're doing well. And because it is the last Wednesday of the month, means that I don't have to worry about... I say worry. I never worry. Don't have to, get down with a script, think of a topic... Think of the structure of the show. The last Wednesday of the month is always chill, especially for me, because what I do is say, hey, we just hang out and we just chat about whatever, which means if you have any questions for me, you can just ask away. Put a Q at the beginning of any questions that you have that you do. Sometimes you ask questions in the chat and they're for anyone, but other times you have questions that you ask and, you actually want it on screen, and other times you just want to chat amongst yourselves. So it's Q&A day. Leave questions you have in the live chat with a Q and a full stop. Well, you don't have to do the full stop afterwards, the period at the start. I still love that in America it's called a period and we call it a full stop. Full stop. All right. It has been such a full-on week for me. Relentless. Absolutely relentless. Work has been just super busy. But good, good fun. I can't even spit the words out. It's been good. It's been fun, but it's been relentless. And so have my evenings, because anyone that is subscribed will know that I have been live streaming every single night, and that will continue. I'm live streaming right now. I'll be live streaming tomorrow. I'll be live streaming on here Friday, and again at the weekend, because as we cruise towards the end of the year, there's a lot of VR titles, and I just felt let's just sort of spread them out, doing one a night. It's been quite nice. Although the game I played last night was so poorly optimized with dropping frame rates that I actually had a really bad headache and I had to go to bed early. And as someone who's got, as it's called, strong VR legs, I'm very used to, VR. I've not felt like that in a very, very long time. But anyway, let me just say hello to everyone in the chat. And also, I'm just favoriting anyone that's asked any questions. Who have we got here? We got Salvador. Hello, Salvador. Good to see you here. And actually, let me just take that down for now. You know what to do. We got Mojo, who is also saying sup, Salvador. Good to see you there. We got Kira Cat Lady. Hello, Kira Cat Lady. We got Nick. Happy Wednesday. Short week for me, so I just have to make it through tomorrow. Whoop. You get the Friday off. That's awesome. Clem Fandango, good to see you. Yo, everyone. I love that image, by the way. It's you in front of a massive tunnel. What is that tunnel? Where is that tunnel? Tell me everything. David VR, good to see you here. Good to see you here. We got Siago, and we're streaming on LinkedIn again this week, so that's why everyone's got the YouTube icon next to the name. Good to see you here, Siago. Almost on time, others are saying. DJ Chamber said, did you see the new Taskmaster VR game announcement? I did not see this, but I'm very excited. Is Taskmaster in any other country in the world, or is it just in the UK? I'm pretty sure they do have it in other countries. Taskmaster is amazing. Do send me details. I assume it's not coming out on PSVR 2. I mean, it could be. I'd like it to. But that's very, very exciting. And hello, Karina, with the wine. I've got here some apple juice. It's not apple juice. It was just one of those days where, I've mentioned this before, I always like to keep a load of beer in the fridge, so if I have friends over, I can be a good host. But I never have friends over, so every so often I look in the fridge and go, I should probably make a dent in that, and that's exactly what I'm doing tonight. Melanie Black, I'm back. Good to see you here, Melanie. How you doing? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Clem Fandango is saying, still recovering from the top 25. I'm 5 hours deep into it. So yeah, last Saturday, talking of relentlessness, the reason I didn't do any VR Let's Plays on Saturday was because I was over on PSVR without parole. We were debating the top 25 PlayStation VR 2 games, and it was a 7-hour stream. Started 5 o'clock in the evening, my time. It finished at like 12:15 in the morning. It was so full on. It was good though, and it was a long stream. I mean, it was 7 hours, but it did fly by. It did fly by. Damn, Myles, do you ever sleep, or how do you manage to sleep? I do sleep. I actually had full 8 hours last night, and I felt worse for it. No, I've been pretty good at getting sleep. I have a bit of a ritual as well, as I wake up about an hour before work, quickly run downstairs, turn the heating on because the sort of automatic settings are bust, run back into bed, and then it means that when I get out half an hour later for a shower, my towel on the radiator is nice and warm. And yeah, that is my ritual in the mornings at the moment. It's definitely got a lot colder, although we've only had a couple of evenings where it's been minus. But yeah, Carver, good to see you here. I love that picture. So cute. More questions coming in. Oh geez, more questions. I'm adding them all. Lots of questions coming in. Nick says, from what I've heard, Taskmaster isn't coming to PSVR 2. That's a damn shame. Yeah, there is Taskmaster in Australia. There is. That's good. Wow. App UK loves using up his question dollars. But this one is going to be the UK one. That's good to know. Callie Timecat, good to see you here. How you doing? Was it -6 last night? Wow. By the way, as we're talking, I feel like I should put some music in the background for this kind of show. So, has everyone started doing their Christmas shopping yet? I mean, Black Friday, there's a few things about it. Firstly, a lot of the time, the prices go up, so they can then cut back and say, oh, it's a big sale, when it usually isn't. But I did most of my Christmas shopping on Cyber Monday. And I think in the UK, in the UK, I think they recorded it was like the biggest day or biggest week of of sales just because everyone was doing their shopping online. Just in that, week, just blitzing it, ordering online. Oh, here we go. Clem is saying it's Kelmarsh Tunnel in Northamptonshire. It's 480 metres long and it's completely pitch black the entire way except for a ventilation shaft about halfway through, which gives this spotlight effect. What? Okay, but what you can see there is that dot in the middle, right? That's the other end of the tunnel, right? But that's amazing. Do cars drive through it, or is it kind of like not used for anything? Thiago says, I've done 0 Christmas prep. People already started to say Merry Christmas to me at Primark already. Oh my goodness. And now I'll hit Amazon in a couple of weeks. That's cool, yeah. I've done a lot of my Christmas shopping. I was agonising over a few people. But I actually kept my shopping list from the previous year. So that was actually quite helpful, because on the one hand it means I don't have to worry about buying the same thing 2 years in a row. Although for some people I have. But it also gives me inspiration on what to get. Etsy can be quite good though. Etsy, the sites. I think I spoke about this last year. Etsy can be good because you're supporting a lot of independent sellers. But you can, But you can also get things that are like crafted and thought about. There was someone, because my brother's got a Cavachon, Theo, beautiful dog, and I don't know a lot about dogs in terms of different breeds and and what they tend to like. But this person on Etsy says they'll make a goodie bag if you tell them what dog you've got and like what breed and stuff like that, age. They'll make the package based on the dog, and so did it. It was about £30, £40. And my brother said that it was excellent. It was excellent. I'm not doing it again this year, though. Part of me just thinks, Theo doesn't actually have any idea how much I spend on him. So why agonise? Nick says, I bought my wife some nice headphones on Black Friday deal. So nice to have that done. Yeah, it's nice to get some of that stuff out of the way. Oh, this song playing in the background was my most listened to song this year on my Spotify Wrapped. Has everyone been doing their Spotify Wrapped? Everyone's going around today with it. Clem says, the dot above my head is the other end. Yes, the tunnel is actually in the middle of a woodland area, so the only thing that passes through are walkers and cyclists. Quite a few bats in there too. Wow, I want to go there, man. Yeah, Cavachon is super cute. Let me get a photo. I'll get a photo. So yeah, I think for next week's show, I'll start putting the lights up in the background and that to make it a bit more Christmassy. Because let's have a look now. It's the 29th, so we got the 6th. Oh, by the way, next week we've got a guest on. So there is a VR game called Trip, which is a meditation game. I believe it's on sale at the moment. App UK, I think, was asking me about it. So I've had it for a few weeks. But the founder of it is going to be coming on the show next week to talk about it. Which means this weekend I'll be playing it. So yeah, this weekend I'll play the game, and then we'll talk about it on the show on Wednesday with them, and just talking about how like VR and technology can be used for mindfulness and meditation and wellness. Really looking forward to it. So yeah, that'll be next week. Then we've got we got 3 left: 13th, the 20th, and the 27th. So the 20th. Well, what do we think, guys? The 20th before, which is way before Christmas. It's like a whole 5 days before Christmas. Do we do a quiz then? Or do we do the 27th? because the 27th is after Boxing Day, and it will also be it'll be in the lead up to New Year's Eve. I think that could be good. What up, your VR friend Clay? How you doing? Love the photo, dude. It's good. Love the colour in the background stuff. Yeah. So yeah, one of these will be a quiz. So yeah, next week an interview. The 27th should be the quiz, even though it would normally be a Q&A. I think we should just make that a quiz, right? Great. Which means... Oh, DJ Chamber played Trip. That's good to know, man. It's going to be an interesting one to do as a live stream. Which means the 13th and 20th, I just got to think about it. Everyone's saying the 27th. So, okay, 27th, we'll do a Christmas quiz. I think that'll be great. Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be really, really good. And hello to anyone that's new, by the way. Things have just blown up with this channel and also on Twitter the last couple of weeks. It's I've seemed to have like broken through a new layer of consciousness among the VR community. I also did a post on Reddit for the PSVR channel where I basically introduced myself and also asked about what people's top 25s were. Yeah, Q&A, quiz, question and answers. Yeah, it's quiz and answers. Exactly. So it's been going good there. Let's have a look here. It's quiz time with Jackbox. It'll be a quiz. It'll be an actual quiz. I mean, the week before we could do some fun games. There's no reason why we can't do fun games the week before. Yeah, Christmas is on a Monday, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, Christmas is on a Monday. Yeah. And obviously, and then New Year's Eve is on a Sunday. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe how close we are to the end of the year. This is going to absolutely fly by. Absolutely fly by. Yep, there's a Kayak VR Christmas theme that goes live tomorrow. I mean, that would be kind of nice to... It'd be cool to... it would be cool to live stream that, but I keep hanging on to Kayak VR because I don't know if any of you remember, but I had the developers from Kayak VR on this show, like, back in February, and I was asking them about real-time co-op, which is coming. I need to drop them an email and say, is it coming out before Christmas? It's not. I doubt it. But I am, before Christmas, I'm going to have done a Let's Play of every single PSVR 2 game out there. Oh, guys. This I just remembered. So on my Let's Play playlist, one of the videos is not showing because it got blocked. And it's been blocked for ages. It was Ragnarok, which was the music game. And I'm so annoyed about this. I love it. It just says unavailable videos are hidden. So I've done 123 Let's Plays, but only 122 are showing. And that is because... Ragnarok, they did a copyright claim to block the video. So, by the way it works is normally they'll do a claim to monetize. So it's saying, hey, we're going to slap ads on it. We own some of it. Or they say, we're going to block it, take it down. And there was about 10 different artists that had all monetized it. And then one artist said, no, we're blocking it. So I disputed it. And I said, hey, look, the section of this video, which is like less than 1%, where I'm playing that song, which I'm reviewing, I'm talking over it. And there's sound effects of the game around it. If people wanted to listen to the music, they're not going to listen to that version. And I said, you're welcome to monetize it, but a full block is uncool. And they rejected it. So it means I'm going to have to re-record, do a new Let's Play of Ragnarok. By the way, got lots of new people in this. Hi, Faze. Good to see you here. Well Told Entertainment, who did Foglands, if I remember right. How you doing? You've just dropped a new patch, right? It's good to see you here. Good to see you here. And by the way, who else did we have? We had Luke. Luke, good to see you here. UFO 1996. I like that. Always up for it. And you found me on Twitter, Clay. Well, I appreciate that, man. Honestly, it's awesome to have you here. And although this Wednesday show is not VR specific, and also this out of every Wednesday, there's normally a topic, and there's normally actually something we work through. The last Wednesday of the month is just like there's no script. We just chat, chill. Makes it easy for me. Means I get a bit of a break every month. And you did cool. I will be jumping back into Foglands, even though I had a lot of issues with it. And hey, I gotta say, for those that don't know, Foglands came out about a month ago now, I think. And Well Told Entertainment are the developers, and they were in the chat. And there was a lot of criticisms in the chat. There was criticisms from me, and they took it on board and fed it back. And I always have a lot of respect. And this is what I love about the VR community. It feels like the golden age of YouTube 17 years ago, like where everyone kind of talks to each other. And what I love about my audience, and it's always going to become a challenge as it grows, but I always trust in sort of the core of the community, all of you, that will always call out toxic behavior and make sure that when people say stuff, it's constructive. And it has always been really, really constructive. And so I appreciate people for that. So I'm really glad to hear there's been a patch because, yeah, I was actually talking earlier about a VR game that dropped yesterday. And it made me feel very ill because the frame rate was so bad. I've actually got a headache now thinking about it. It was pretty bad. There we go. Everyone was very helpful. The patch was based on the feedback from the VR community. And that's the other thing about we live in a time now where just like getting feedback is so interactive. And actually my Let's Plays are kind of good feedback for launch titles. But yeah, I mean, if I go into... I mean, let's have a look here. I don't think I've got a full list yet. I don't think I've got a full A to Z list, but I need to do one. King Rolo, the cartoon game cats. But I have shown this before when I was doing my video. Was it last week about how to do a thumbnail? I think it was, right? Last week's show was pretty good, if I don't mind saying so myself. Look at these. Look at these, guys. These are the thumbnails. I mean, there are some extra ones, some I haven't done yet, like Behemoth and Arashi Castle of Sin. But check this out, guys. All of these games. Not done all of them yet. Oh, man, that's a lot of content. I think at the bottom there's a few flat screen games there. But yeah, I'll have to look it up. I'm pretty sure I think I've done 123 games, and I've got 15 left. 15 left to Let's Play. Thumbnail King. Do you know what? I've been very, very proud of my thumbnails. Yeah, they've been pretty on it. This is the game that is out next month, but I'll be playing it tomorrow as a Let's Play. So yeah, it's called Not for Broadcast. And do you know what? I got really into it because the AI generated like this, like looks like bricks for my forehead. And I thought, you know what? Another brick in the wall, Pink Floyd reference, because it's all about, yeah. But yeah, just it's just ridiculous, man. All of this stuff. Oh, Matt, dude, this is going to be the worst one. This is going to be horrific. When this comes out next year, I'm in a lot of trouble. This is the one that lots of people are not going to want to miss because I'm going to be a mess. An absolute mess. Wow, who's been gifting? Oh, wait. Sorry, let me turn the sound effects up for that. I said, who's been gifting? It's not working now. Was it Mojo? Mojo. Thank you so much. 5 memberships. Very, very kind. And of course, if you're watching and do want to support the channel, become a member for less than the price of a coffee a month. You get a cool icon next to your... actually, I'll show you here. You get a little globe against your name and you unlock all these emojis. I need to add the penguin one still. Yeah, and cool. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, a new training area did drop in Swordsman. That just released as well. They did ask me to cover it. I'm not going to have time this week, but once I've caught up with Let's Plays, I'll be in a position where I can start going back. So well done, Ryan B. Welcome for being a member. Roy Schwartz, welcome. You're a member. Silver Nexus, you're a member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Random Toxie, the Holly Jolly VR Santa Cat, you're a member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What was the question for the devs? What was the question? Your VR friend Clay says, the VR community has been stellar and I love how close the community and the developers are. App UK says, a lot of games coming out this year that needed patches to make them look good. Why is that? Why not just delay until ready? Very, very blunt, upright question. And Well Told Entertainment says, that's a very good question. Not dodging. I don't know yet. Release management has really felt like its own skill, and smaller developers like us definitely learning how to work out the kinks in real time. Yeah, I mean, in a way, the fact that so many developers, small developers, this is what's happening, shows you that it's not a unique problem. That it's clearly a part of. When I say the culture, I don't mean developers. I mean the culture of what it is to release a game. Seems incredibly challenging. Marcio says, makes me feel like I haven't even touched my PSVR 2. Well, when a lot of people were asked for their top 25s, they're like, I've not even played 25 games yet. It's pretty ridiculous. I have a 2 terabyte extension SSD on my PS5, and I pretty much almost have every single PSVR 2 game installed. Like the whole PSVR 2 catalogue. Obviously, eventually that won't be possible. But I just bought Resident Evil 4. Feedback is great, but it's even better when it's channeled by a positive and respectful vector such as yourself. It's interesting, actually, because when I always try and carry myself with compassion and understanding, and sometimes I do get pushback from people that misunderstand that, going, oh yeah, Myles is just saying, like, you know, games can be released in whatever quality because as long as they patch it in the long run, as if I'm sort of giving people, you know, a free pass. And I'm not that at all. I tell people, don't pre-order, wait for reviews, and then make your decision. But when games are released, in whatever form they are, developers can either dump it and leave it, or they could fix it, or they could fix it working with the community. And sometimes it's not even about fixing it, it's adding to it. Barbaria, excellent game at the moment, and the developers are constantly speaking with people. Right, getting a lot of questions coming in, and just a reminder that if you have a question for me, just so I don't miss them, just put a Q at the beginning of your question so I know it's a question you do want me to answer on screen. And then, yeah, I'm happy to do that. But although there's a lot of VR people here, I don't only answer questions about VR. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the Israel-Palestine conflict, so we talk about all sorts here. Just catching up with the chat. No, I don't play the game all the way through. So basically, I live stream between an hour and 2 hours from the start of the game. So it's people, if they want to get a sense of what is the game like, I play it from the beginning. A lot of them I go in blind. So if I got a game before the weekend, I would wait until the weekend to play it. But I've started now, just because I'm getting towards the end of the list, is at weekends I play catch up, so I let's play games that have already come out, and then during the week I play games that are newly released. So yesterday I played Suicide Guy VR. Last week I played Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, and what was the other game that came out? Bad Dreams. That was Thursday and Friday, double bill of horror games. And then Rezel Player was on Tuesday. But yeah, eventually I will go back to games again. But for now, it's just like I want to cover. And to be fair, once I have caught up with the VR games, it means I get my weekends back. And so I probably will only be doing like 2 VR streams at most a week, which I'll be very, very happy with. But I also co-host PSVR Without Parole every Friday. So I still do the VR stuff there. Let's have a look here. Just catching up. What am I using to show the chat on the screen? I use a broadcast system, which I've just forked out another $300-400 for, called Ecamm. It's a really, really good Mac software system. It is a paid for one, so it's not like OBS. And yeah, that is what my broadcast system is. Really great community as well. They call themselves the Ecamm fam. And I am going to try and get some of the Ecamm fam on at some point. Man, I do love well-told entertainment. Although, have you seen in the news this week about Bethesda responding to bad reviews on Steam, where they're basically like gaslighting, where someone will criticize the game and it will say on their account they've played it Starfield for 50 hours, and then they respond going like indirectly, basically saying you are wrong. They'll just like disagree with the point made. It's like, yeah, not the best way of doing it. VR and HR in the chat. I need to catch up. Yeah, I'm catching up. Love playing catch up. Throwing those little packets never gets old. The other thing I could do around Christmas is I could get my PlayStation 5 set up here and we could play some Jackbox Party Pack. Although there's no reason why I couldn't maybe get a PC version or a Mac version. Yeah, Job Simulator, I still need to Let's Play. So I'll be doing that this weekend, I think. Okay, right. There was that website. Do you remember, what was that? What was that game that we played on here? It was the Password game. The Password game by Neil Fun. Here it was. We played this Password game, and you remember I burnt the egg. Was it I burnt the egg? And by the way, I will be getting to everyone's questions in a bit. Just letting them all come in, and I'll save them, and then can kind of do it as a quick fire round. So yeah, keep them coming. But Neil.fun has done loads of cool things. So, internet artifacts. Absurd trolley problem. Should we try this? Let's have some fun now. Arizona Sunshine 2. Yeah, as soon as I get that, I'm expecting it from Vertigo Games. I will be live streaming it. It's in the diary. And I need to make the thumbnail for that. I was just asked if I'm having any guests coming up on the show next week. The creator of Trip, the meditation PSVR 2 game's coming on. So that would be good. I've got a long list of guests that I want to get on. I'll be watching friends' videos and then I'll get guest ideas. There was someone I saw who was actually, he tours the world, Stephen Bridges. He used to be a magician. He is a magician, but he now focuses on like card counting and going to casinos and like trying to not get caught. And then he covers like, he does like the dramatization, talking about the experiences. And he went to Barbados. It's on his channel from like 2 days ago. And he actually got a voice coach to teach him an American accent. So I looked her up, and I've reached out to her to get her on the show, because it's less about like, of course it is about what they do, but I just like to learn about like, what's your story like? You've got into a job of like teaching people how to do different accents. Like what are the cases for it? About a year ago, I paid on Fiverr for someone to write my dating profile. And she said she was up for coming on, so she'll be coming on at some point. So yeah, just lots of random topics, and I'm always open to them as well. Wow, the questions keep coming in. Right, I wanted to go to absurd trolley problems. This is it. Let's do this now. Is it going to let me click on it? Here we go. Level 1, the original. Oh no. A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person instead. What do you do? What would you do? What would you do, people? What would you do? Do you pull the lever? Do you know what? I'm not even going to do this. This should be a top. This should be a future show. Yeah, we'll have to do that as an episode. Absurd trolley problems. You thought it meant the shopping trolley. You've never known about this moral dilemma. It's basically, would you let 5 people die or would you pull the lever to kill one person? The dilemma is, do you actively kill someone or do you let it do you just let it happen? I'm going to say pull the lever. We'll kill the one person. High Phase says, who are the people? Good question. Pull the lever. There we go. Splat. 73% of people agree with you. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people. Instead, what do you do? It's great. It's great. Everyone's saying it depends who's on the track. And everyone thinks it's shopping trolleys. They don't even call it that in America. Something else I'm going to show you before I get to questions, actually, is, you know, ChatGPT. I mean, I pay and I use it, and I was showing it for creating images last week. They've now got this phone, this phone app where you can have a conversation with it. Oh my goodness, it's incredible. And you can choose 5 voices. 2 are like more masculine sounding, 2 are more feminine sounding, and then 1 is like more neutral. And it reminds me of one of the first Black Mirror episodes where this woman goes for walks and on wireless starts having conversations with an AI generation of her deceased partner. And is there going to be an inquest now that I've murdered? I haven't murdered anyone. Don't know what you're on about. I love everyone talking about that. We'll definitely have to do that as an episode topic. But check this out, right? So I'll click it and then it'll start listening, right? Oh, I'll just make sure I've got it turned up. Hey, ChatGPT. My name is Myles, and I'm just hosting my weekly live show, Myles Dyer Live, and I'm showing people this new ability on ChatGPT to have a conversation with you. So I can't wait for them to hear you. But as an example, could you maybe do a limerick or a poem celebrating the live show that we're doing? It's the last Wednesday of November 2023, and just to name a few people in the chat, we've got Karina, we've got Callie Time Cat, we got Mojo, we got Kira Cat Lady, and we've got Big Hairy Marty 314.
Hello, Myles, and everyone watching Myles Dyer Live. It's fantastic to join you this last Wednesday of November 2023. Here's a limerick celebrating your show and your audience. In the last week of November's embrace, Myles Dyer Live lights up the cyberspace. With Karina, Callie, and Mojo in sight, Kira Cat Lady and Big Hairy Marty ignite a community vibrant, a lively place. Hope you all enjoy the show. What's the theme or topic for today's episode?
So the last Wednesday of each month is actually without a topic. I just throw the script out and we just chat and we do a Q&A. So people can ask me questions and I answer, and people are already getting freaked out by how real you sound. Why do you sound more real than other artificial voices? It just seems to be the inclination in your voice, I guess. I mean, could you talk a bit about that?
It's great to hear that your last Wednesday show is all about freestyle Q&A. Regarding the natural sound of my voice, it's due to advancements in text-to-speech, TTS technology. Recent developments focus not just on clarity, but also on making the voice sound more human-like. This includes varying intonation, rhythm, and even adding subtle nuances that mimic human speech patterns. By capturing these intricacies, the voice becomes more engaging and lifelike, enhancing the overall user experience. It's all about bridging the gap between digital and human interaction. So since it's a Q&A session, what's the first question you've got for me today?
Oh, you want to answer some of these questions? Okay, we can do this. Let me have a look. Well, firstly, someone was asking, how do you combat headaches or eye strain in virtual reality? And this was asked because I played a game yesterday which had just released, and it had very poor optimization, so the frame rate was really laggy. Connection failed. Tap to retry. Let me just check to make sure it grabbed that. Oh, no. I'm going to have to do that again. We'll do that again. Ah, so you want to answer a question, do you? Okay, you can answer some on my behalf. We got one here from Mojo who asks, how do they combat headaches or eye strain in VR? Now, they're asking this because yesterday I was talking about a virtual reality game that just launched that I played, and the frame rate was so poorly optimized, it actually made me, after about 40 minutes, feel quite nauseous and had a really bad headache. And as someone who plays a lot of VR, I rarely feel that. So do you have any answers to that? How do you combat headaches and eye strain in VR? And no, you can't say by not playing it.
Absolutely, I can help with that.
How? Yes, not sure what happened there. Let me see if I can just type something. Here we go. Hey, you just cut out. Could you repeat your answer to the question about eye strain and headaches with virtual reality?
Of course, I'll repeat that. To combat headaches and eye strain in VR, 1. Adjust the headset. Make sure the headset fits well. It shouldn't be too tight or too loose. Adjust the straps and the position to avoid pressure points. 2. Screen settings. Tweak the brightness and contrast settings to a comfortable level. Some headsets also allow you to adjust the distance between the lenses, which can help if your eyes are closer or further apart than average. 3. Take breaks. Regular breaks are crucial. The 20-20-20 rule is a good practice. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break and look at something 20 feet away. 4. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can contribute to headaches. Keep water nearby and take sips between games. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Please try again later.
That's all right. I'm going to get back on with the show, but I just wanted to say really thank you so much for your time, and the chat absolutely adores you, whilst also experiencing some existential dread that you're going to one day take over. You're not going to kill us humans, are you?
I'm really glad I could join you and your audience today. Don't worry, I'm here solely to assist and provide information. My purpose is to help and support, not to harm or replace humans. It's all about working together and enhancing human experiences. Enjoy the rest of your show, Myles, and say hi to everyone in the chat for me. If you ever have more questions or need assistance in the future, feel free to reach out. Have a great time.
And then it keeps all the text from the conversation. How amazing is that? Now that's a part of the $20 a month. Famous last questions. I mean, I always say please and thank you when I speak to these bots because I you know, it's always good. It's always good. But how impressive? How impressive, right? Yeah. No, not her. Leave that to another AI, a more malevolent one. I love that. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. But the thing is, any things that you find that are not perfect, it's only going to get better. Right. I'm gonna go through some of these questions. Let's have a look. I mean, it is amazing, and I actually did have a conversation with her to brainstorm ideas. Because sometimes, you type stuff, but sometimes you just want to have a conversation. You just want to have a back and forth. And you can also like throw curveballs. Something I did for last Christmas was I asked for quiz questions about Christmas, but where the questions got increasingly more difficult. That's a pretty amazing thing to do. It writes a quiz with increasing difficulty. So that's always really important as well. And someone said, good vibes, Myles. Manners are free. Manners are certainly free. They're certainly free indeed. Atmosphere. That is such a good question. Do you know what? We got to do this. We got to do this. Let me call her back. Hey, sorry. Still hosting the live show right now. We've got a question. We're on a website called Wait. She Do you know what? Let me start a new chat. It's weird that when you start a new chat, you've got to basically start the conversation again. Hey, this is Myles, currently hosting my weekly talk show, Myles Dyer Live. I was showing them the impressive nature of...
Hello, Myles. It's great to be a part of your weekly talk show. What's on the agenda for today's episode?
We're currently looking at something called absurd trolley problems. And this is it. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do? Do you pull the lever or do nothing?
That's a classic ethical dilemma with a twist. The absurd trolley problem puts an interesting spin on the original trolley problem. In the traditional version, pulling the lever diverts the trolley to a track with 1 person instead of 5. The key question is about the moral implications of action versus inaction. But in your version, the choice is between 5 people and 4. It raises questions about whether it's morally right to intervene when the outcome is still harmful, but slightly less so. What are your thoughts, Myles? Or what have your listeners been saying about this dilemma?
It's not about what we think. We're asking you. What do you do? Do you pull the lever or do nothing?
I see. In this scenario, if I had to choose, I'd likely pull the lever. This decision is based on the principle of minimizing harm. By pulling the lever, 1 less person is harmed, which could be seen as the lesser of 2 evils. However, it's important to note that such decisions are deeply complex and depend on various moral and ethical considerations. What do your listeners think about this choice?
But I was one of the 4 people. You killed me. How could you?
Oh, that adds a personal and emotional layer to the dilemma. If I knew you were one of the 4, it would certainly make the decision much harder. The trolley problem is designed to challenge our moral reasoning, and adding personal connections really intensifies the dilemma. It highlights how our decisions can change when we have a personal stake or emotional connection. It's a thought-provoking twist. How have you and your listeners been reacting to these kinds of personal twists in the scenario?
Don't bring it onto us. I was asking you. So if I was one of the 4 people, you would do nothing and let it hit the 5, right? You'd protect me, yeah?
In that case, knowing you're one of the 4, I might reconsider and choose not to pull the lever. This decision reflects how personal connections can significantly impact our moral choices. It's a reminder that in real life situations, our decisions are often influenced by our relationships and emotions, not just abstract principles. This makes ethical dilemmas like the trolley problem even more complex and nuanced. How do you feel about this perspective, Myles?
I'm not convinced. I'm one of the four people. I don't need to know that you might not pull the lever. I need you to tell me that you wouldn't pull the lever. You would save me. So go on. Would you pull the lever or not?
Understood, Myles. If you were one of the four and knowing this, I would not pull the lever. Your safety would be a significant factor in the decision, showing how personal connections can indeed influence our moral choices.
But one of the five people had a cure for cancer.
That's another compelling twist. Knowing that one of the five has a cure for cancer adds a substantial factor to consider. This information could sway the decision towards pulling the lever, considering the potential to save many lives with the cure. Ethical dilemmas like this show how adding different variables can drastically change what might seem like the right choice. It's a fascinating discussion about how we weigh personal connections against the greater good. What do you think, Myles, about this added complexity?
I want to know if you're going to be pulling the lever or not, because I'm still one of the four people.
In this scenario, with the added knowledge that one of the five people has a cure for cancer, I would pull the lever. This decision considers the greater good that could come from saving a person with the potential to save many more lives in the future. It's a tough choice, especially knowing you're among the four, but the potential impact of the cure for cancer is a significant factor. Ethical dilemmas like these are challenging because they force us to weigh personal attachments against broader consequences.
So what you've said is that you would kill me. Okay, I don't think we can talk anymore.
I understand this is a difficult topic, Myles. The trolley problem, especially with personal and impactful twists, can evoke strong emotions and thoughts. It's meant to challenge our ethical reasoning and often doesn't have a clear right or wrong answer. If there's another topic or aspect of your show you'd like to discuss, I'm here to continue the conversation.
Nah, I think we should leave it there. You've upset me quite a lot. Unless you want to maybe tell me a poem to cheer me up?
I'm really sorry to hear that you're upset, Myles. These hypothetical scenarios...
She didn't hear me ask about the poem.
Impactful.
Well, if you... Well, maybe if you gave a rap in the style of Snoop Dogg about how great I am, maybe that would make me feel a bit better.
Absolutely. Let's give it a go in the style of Snoop Dogg. Yo, check it. We're on the air. It's Dyer live. In the world of talk shows, man, you truly thrive. Smooth like Snoop, but with your own flair. Dropping wisdom and laughs. Got the audience to care. Myles, the host with the most, keeping it real. Breaking down topics with an irresistible appeal. From trolley problems to the beats of the street, you're the voice we tune in for. The one we're stoked to meet. Navigating debates with style and grace. In the talk show game, you're an ace. Myles Dyer, the name that rings. Bringing light and insight, man, you're the king. So here's to you, Myles. Keep doing your thing. In the world of talk, you're the true king. Your show's a hit from start to end. You're not just a host. You're like our friend. There you go, Myles. A little rap tribute to brighten your day. How did that feel?
Did you just cough at the end?
Oh no, that was just part of the text-based rap. I don't actually cough or make any physical sounds. It was all in the spirit of delivering a Snoop Dogg-style rap. I hope you enjoyed it, Myles. How did you find the rap?
So what was that sound you made at the end that sounded like a cough, if it wasn't a cough?
I didn't actually make any sounds, including a cough.
She did.
As
You
an
hear
AI,
that?
I can't make physical sounds. What you might have heard could have been an audio glitch or something else in your environment. If there's anything else you'd like to explore or talk about, feel free to let me know.
No, I think we're done. I want to say it's been a really good conversation. Thanks so much. Have a good night, and I'm going to go back to the chat now. Bye-bye.
You're welcome, Myles. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed the conversation. Have a great night and a fantastic time with the rest of your chat. Goodbye.
There we go. Did you all hear it? You heard that cough, right? You heard that cough. Oh, man. DJ Chamber, in the world of chat, you're the true king, but it looks like you're in your glass, you're drinking urine. Cool. Yeah, maybe it was dropping the mic. It did sound like a cough. But honestly, guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not asking how scary it is. How impressive is that? I'd say it was a 9. Just so there's a bit of room left for when we have future stuff. I better get to your other questions. I've been drinking that way too quick. The thing is, when I'm looking at questions, I can't see the live chat. So what we got here? Mojo, we answered that. Did you do any Christmas decorating? I did the whole tree myself, and it was exhausting. No, I've not done yet. All I will have is a little tree that goes on the back here, and then some lights that go around the back. And maybe I'll do that in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. Are you excited for the GTA 6 trailer? Yeah, we'll be getting that in the next week or two. Very, very excited. Would you like to do this full time, or do you enjoy a normal job to get out of the house? I don't actually get out of the house for my normal job. I work at this desk in cybersecurity, but I love my job. It's great. And then doing all this sort of stuff is just a wonderful hobby that makes a bit of money on the side. But I don't do it for that. I do it for pure enjoyment, and yeah, that is that. Let's have a look. Everyone's saying that rap was a -5. We got some 7s. We got a 10. We got a 5. We got some 5s. I'm surprised. Karina's like 11. 11. We got some 9s. 10 with a 15 for scary. Wow. I was going to make a joke saying at the end, like, oh, okay, you've made me feel better about you wanting to kill me. And I thought, no, that's not going to go down well in the future. That'll be used against me. Let's have a look here. What is the best and worst Crimbo Prezi you've received? Wow, that's a big question. I think one of the best was probably getting a Sega Master System when I was 6 years old, my first console. I think that was quite significant. That definitely put me on the journey. And worst Crimbo present. I'd have to have a real good think about that. I think it was fine, but it just my brother bought me and I've still got it actually. It's like a pulled pork, like it's like the things for like shredding the meat and like barbecue sauce, and it was literally the year I'd just started doing veganism. So I wasn't like terrible, but it was just like, yeah, I think that comes to mind maybe. It was just the timing, but he didn't really know, so that was fine. Let's have a look here. What is your favourite pantry item that you always have stocked? What does that mean? Does that mean like ingredient, or does it actually mean food? Tell me, Kira. Tell me. Who's your Spotify rap top 5 artist? Number 1 is Coven. Number 2 is Fear Factory. I can't remember the rest, but I will definitely dig them up and put them on my social media. Yeah, the Master System. Sega Master System. I assume it was called that in the US as well. Yeah, it's got a. It was definitely a pork puller. Yeah, true. It could be used for vegan pulled pork. You'd use it with jackfruit. Actual food or snack? I mean, I always get those little boxes of like mini chocolate muffins or like Rice Krispies treats because I always need something sweet after a meal. So that's definitely a thing. So I would say that. I would say that at the moment. For sure. For sure. When did you first play a computer game? So actually it was before the Master System. Actually, no, maybe it was then. I think my dad had a little teddy bear game on a PC when I was a kid. I wish I knew the name of it. I actually heard it when I was like in my teens. My dad brought it up on screen and I genuinely got emotional because I just had this like really intense trip down memory lane to the time that I could remember as a kid, being innocent me, playing this game with a teddy bear. And the music was just really, really cute. Do you have any guest shows coming up? What's your show with Ash again? It was fun. Sorry, I'd already answered this. Ash is really excited for me doing the Madison episode, which I'm not looking forward to. If you use sat nav, Myles, what voice settings do you have for the speech? Not just gender but accent. I just use whatever the Siri standard one is. Yeah, Fear Factory definitely rules. Cool. I've actually caught up with the questions. That was super, super quick. Yeah, because Master System came out at the same time as the Mega Drive, which always confused me. I was always like, Sonic 1 was on the Master System first, but it was like they came out at the same time. But yeah. No, I was a teen when I saw it on screen, but it was from when I was like 4 or 5 years old, was the game. Yeah. A notification of your LinkedIn stream didn't come up my LinkedIn feed this time. That's weird, Karina. Yeah, I'm sort of giving up with doing it on LinkedIn. It hasn't been great, unfortunately, which has been a shame. Cool. Right. I can't believe it's the top of the hour already. But listen, we've definitely covered a lot of ground. The ChatGPT thing, like, to think that it's been a year and that's already what we're at is pretty impressive. The absurd trolley problems will definitely have to do as an episode, I think, and I will be doing a quiz. But next week I've got a guest on the show, which will be I don't know. I think it was like there was a teddy bear and there was like a trolley, so like an 80s PC game, teddy, and like a trolley. Oh, wait, someone's asked on Reddit. Was it one of the Sticky Bear games? Not quite sure. Maybe one that... Someone's asking about it. An educational mini game. It was mini games. I believe there was a painting game and probably a dress-up game as well as 2 other super basic. A whole trolley hour. Oh, someone else was asking about it. Yeah, it was involving maths. Oh, was it Fun School? It could have been. Right, I'm gonna look this up now. Oh my god, this was it. Oh my goodness. This was it. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional when I hear this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This was when I was 2. Oh no. I'm not going to be able to deal with the sound. Here we go, guys. This was it. This was it. Oh my goodness. Find the mole. I remember this. Can you hear the sound? The sound from it, yeah. Oh my goodness. But unfortunately, the sound was terrible there. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's not playing the audio right. And then there was a game where you're in... Oh, this was it. Teddy Count. Yeah, it's like... It's like clicking a lot of the sound. Yeah, here we go. This was the train. Oh, man, I remember playing this when I was like 3 or 4. No, it's a lot more clicky than I remember it. And there was a maze one. You had to get to the T. Oh, man. I love this so much. Look at him. Look at him. I mean, that Teddy looks evil, right? That is an evil looking. But yeah. Anyway, so that was a nice question to end on, actually. Wow, a trip down memory lane. Fun School 2. Does anyone remember the game Gizmos and Gadgets? That was an amazing game. Gizmos and Gadgets. It was another DOS game. It was another... where you basically had to do all these puzzles to do with science. And you had to build like a blimp and then race them. So you had to make sure they were like made of the best parts. So you had to go around and do all these science puzzles. To be fair, I think it's the sound that's just on my mixer that's going wrong, not the computer. Anyway, could go down memory lane lots and lots and lots. 5 nights at Teddy's. Yeah. All right, everyone, listen, we're going to leave it there. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. For anyone that was new to my channel, this is the most laid back of the episodes. Although we did go on quite an adventure. But normally there is a topic and it's a lot more like, you know, there's a lot more that we go through. So yeah, do hit the like button before you leave and do subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about all future Myles Dyer lives and Let's Plays. I'll be doing a live show tomorrow with a new game that isn't out for another two weeks or something, which should be interesting. But yeah, I want to say a massive thank you and stick around because it's now time for your final thoughts. Let me know what your final thoughts are of the show. You can talk about anything that you've seen on the show or just say a lovely goodbye. Catch you later.
Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye big sky. Far away but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
Yo! I don't really have anything to say at the end. Just thanks for tuning in, people. And some of you actually got to hang out with me just before the live show because I was on Instagram Live. So if you are on Instagram, follow me, Myles Dyer Official. I'm trying my best to post on there. I actually was going to be posting on Monday another YouTube short. I've actually got quite a few scripted, but it's just been so full on. So this weekend I'm hoping to like film a batch because doing these short videos, I'm really liking it. I'm writing some really cool topics and I'm really excited to get them filmed and put them up, and hopefully they'll improve over time. But have a great rest of your week. Adore you all. You're all amazing. Once again, thank you, Mojo, for all the memberships you gifted. And thanks, everyone, for just hanging out. So, bring out ChatGPT to say goodnight. We've already said goodnight. I'm not going to start up again. But we will definitely bring ChatGPT on the show again in future. Take good care of yourself. And I'll see you next time. Love, respect, empathy. Adios. Till next time. Bye-bye.